How is it going, everybody? It is 9:30 on a Sunday morning, and I am here with some spectacular-ass people. My boy, J-Mo, J-Mac Daddy, Jameson Field, what it do?
What's up, baby? Hey, that intro was hot on a silly wet Sunday, baby. There we go.
Hey, you like that?
That is new, huh?
You like that, Kirk Cousins, right? Hey, Jay Grizzy, that intro was absolutely fire.
Thanks a lot.
By the way, how's it going?
It's going great. Howdy.
Everything's good. How was your New Year?
It was new. It was fresh. It was fun.
Christmas, the holidays, everything good?
Yeah.
Dude, I did nothing New Year's Eve. I was in bed, I think, before it hit 12, to be honest.
Are we getting old?
I was going to go to the Rose Bowl the next day, and when I went to the Rose Bowl the next day, I did not want to be hungover, tired. Like, I don't want to bring in the new year just hungover as shit. It's just not the plan anymore.
It's funny you bring that up because we are literally right about to get into that. I want to hear all about it. But first, thank you everybody for listening. We are back. We are better than ever here in the 2022 new year.
Hey, first episode, 2022.
Yep.
All right, boys. Here
First
we go.
one.
New year, new us, and we are just, not sensitive at all. We have a couple of guest speakers coming on today. We have some NFL to get into. A lot of current events going on. Baseball, don't know if it's even going to have a season right now. They're on, can't reach an agreement. Really hope that gets settled. But Jameson,
Yes, sir.
please do us all a favor and tell us how it was attending one of the greatest bowl games ever at the seats you were in. Tell us all about it because it was very high scoring and absolutely epic.
Yeah, no, it was cool. Before we get there, we're like, okay, we're gonna have to get out there early. Expecting some traffic. No traffic except when we get there, trying to get into the parking lot.
I can imagine it just being
Yeah. If you
I
haven't
haven't been there since I was a kid, so I don't remember the most.
Well, for those who have not gone to the Rose Bowl, the parking is on the golf course that surrounds the Rose Bowl. So you're parking there, tailgating.
I do remember that.
So that's always fun. Walking there and out.
Wait. So that's right. They park actually on the
we're
green.
on the golf. And surprisingly, dude,
Who wants to play there then, knowing that people park?
surprisingly, it's in good condition. We were talking about that the whole time we're sitting there, like tailgating. We're like, man, the golf course is actually in pretty good condition.
Have you seen the houses around that golf course?
Oh yeah, true.
That's
Yeah.
why they're in good condition.
Ginormous, dude. Oh, the money that's probably put into there. Oh yeah, it's crazy. Now I
yes.
dude. I ran. So we were going into the stadium. They're doing the COVID checks. It's so weird. We get there, COVID check. Don't have to wear a mask for the COVID check, but to get into the stadium, you have to wear a mask for 2 seconds. Doesn't make sense, but whatever.
I guess it's like, just don't hurt our ears, take your damn test, and then everything.
But right in the COVID test, we were right next to, God, I forgot his name, but it's the blonde-haired ex-quarterback that's usually on NFL Network.
Brady Quinn?
No, blonde hair. Brady Quinn don't got blonde hair.
I don't know what that.
I don't remember this
What
dude.
about the guy who always wears the funky suits?
He's kind of, yes, and he's kind of buff. Dude, he was right next to me, dude. As we were going in, I looked at my brother, I was like, is that? He's like, yeah, it's that dude right there. He was coming in with his family.
Nice.
Anyways, coming in, dude, it is packed, bro. I've never seen the Rose Bowl this packed. I played there when I was in college. Never seen the Rose Bowl from the freaking bottom level all the way to the top completely filled. It was insane.
Now, how many Utah fans were there compared to the Ohio State?
Stats per JJ Lindsay said that it was 80% Utah. When the game was going, I would say it was definitely more Utah, but there was a lot of Ohio State fans too.
Ohio State, a lot of people from Cleveland, mob out here, it seems.
Well, dude,
there's always people from Cleveland.
It's just a big school where you always have alumni throughout the United States, I feel like, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and that's just the way it is. The Rose Bowl is always a Big Ten versus Pac-12, most likely the matchup.
It's
Yeah.
the Ohio State.
Yeah,
The Ohio
State. I mean, that guy has his half face painted fucking metallic and the other half red with the dude. That dude's crazy. I saw him there. That was insane.
Yeah, so
Game was electric though.
I mean, you're not a Ohio State fan, but those two receivers put an absolute clinic on.
Well, we'll get there, dude. But the first thing is we start off hot as hell. What?
Dan
What,
Orlovsky.
No, not Dan Orlovsky.
It wasn't
No,
Dan
it's not
Orlovsky?
It's not him, no.
Yeah. They went up 14-0.
Dude, went up 14-0, dude. I mean, everyone's just high-fiving, dude. Everyone's feeling like it's a silly great time, dude. It was just great. 5 was good. We're up even after. Dude, the turning point of the game, though, was, I think it was the third quarter when the punter dropped the punt on Utah, and Ohio State got it down their territory right away, and they were still down. Coming back, dude, those two receivers, that one receiver who's their third receiver, goes for 15 receptions, 347 yards, 3 TDs. That is a stat line that has to have broken the record at the Rose Bowl.
Absolutely. And then Marvin Harrison Jr.
And what was crazy was he was scoring on our Utah's number 2. He was the corner, number 2. Yeah. I did not realize, and I don't know how I didn't notice this, but that number 2 was also the running back. He was playing running back and
Micah
corner.
Bernard?
Might have been.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. Okay, that's right.
Yeah, Micah Bernard was playing running back. I think he averaged 10 yards a game or 10 yards a carry, caught a touchdown pass, and was playing corner. In college football, that is very, very
rare these days.
Rare that you have someone go both ways like that.
Yeah, it was a lot more common in like the 80s and 90s and stuff, right?
Utah's known for having some players. Another big name that did that was Eric Weddle. That was the last big name I known really in. There's been a few, but to make a statement like that was the last one was Eric Weddle, and then now you got Micah Bernard doing that. I mean, it's
absolutely impressive.
He had NFL scouts are looking.
3 carries, 31 yards, 10.3 on the average.
So I got to ask you, you want to keep talking about the game a little bit?
I mean, another note was Marvin Harrison Jr.'s son. First time starting, scores 3 touchdowns.
It's awesome.
That.
It goes to show how deep, actually, I'm glad we're still talking about this because there's more to say. Their deep-ass program, Ohio State. To have those 2 guys go off against Utah, and I know Utah had a couple guys.
We play? Right? Yeah, no, dude.
Everybody was pretty
playing
much
the Rose Bowl is what you're doing for it, bro. That's the main thing. The Pac-12, you want to play in that Rose Bowl game.
And then it's impressive that Ohio State's guys still perform the way they did. And if they went somewhere else, they would probably get fed like a workhorse. You know,
the only thing it's like these schools like Ohio State, their prospect pool, their recruits are so much higher than what like Utah is. Utah's just a bunch of gritty, great players that are produced in college, and these kids coming from high school to Ohio State as the top prospects. And I mean, there's definitely a boundary when it comes to that, but still, it was a great game. My heart goes out to those boys. I know all the hard work it takes to prepare for a Rose Bowl, and and it sucks that had to end like the way it did. But
it's so bitter, huh?
Yeah, it's a lot of those Utah players are going to get drafted. I know Devin Lloyd. Brother, if you're hearing this, dude, we're going to get you on this podcast. You stay with me for a whole summer. Never forget that. Homeboy's ranked like 16 prospect in the NFL, dude, at linebacker.
Nice.
Yeah, so we'll see what's going on.
So, that game was epic. Utah did start out pretty strong in the beginning of the game. I absolutely thought that they were going to roll with it. I was like, wow, they're really going to take advantage of these, starters not playing. But Ohio State's deep. They got some depth. Yeah, they competed, got their ass back in the game, and they got the W. But I wanted to ask you something else about that game because you mentioned before that the traffic is an absolute shit show. Getting into the stadium is a bitch. I can only imagine getting out. Of course, everybody stayed the whole entire game. Nobody left early. It was no blowout. So you're on the way home. Traffic is a bitch. You were telling me some of us were nursing hangovers out here and was a little, drunk and
yeah. So my younger spawn of a brother of mine, we're on the way home. I guess he didn't get home the day before 6 a.m. He decided to go out for New Year's Eve.
Oh, New Year's. Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, so we're nursing this baby boy all day.
Oh,
shout out to him for coming out to the game.
You and Sean Harley, Darren Thacker.
Yeah,
right?
Sean Harley, Darren Thacker was there.
Beautiful.
Now we're on the way home. My brother goes, "Hey, dude, can you take me to my car? It's just right down the street." I said, "Yeah, no problem." He said, "Yeah, I'm probably gonna go get some food when I get my car." And I was like, "All right, dude. Well, you want to go get me some food when you go there?" He said, "Maybe." I said, "Alec, what in the blank?"
Being cranky as shit and tired.
What does
no
maybe
excuses,
mean,
though.
dude? You're either getting me food or you're not. I let it go for 5 minutes because I'm in therapy now. So I take things a little easier, okay? Thank you.
Absolutely.
So my brother, so I come back with my brother. Hey, are you gonna give me some food, please? I would just get whatever you want, or like whatever you get, just get it for me too. And he was just like, yeah, I was like, oh my god. So I dropped.
You volunteer to drive these people.
Yes.
I mean, he is your brother, but these people to the game. Yeah. Give them the tickets. Like, you're coming with me. Did he pay you for the tickets?
No. We got the tickets. We got the tickets comp, but
that's beautiful. And you drove, and you're the one who had to sit there stressing out through the traffic. And
oh yeah, it was terrible. I was starving.
Hamburger meal.
I mean, this guy's going to get food, so I text him right when I drop him off the car. Just get me exactly what you get. Just get 2 orders of it, dude. Not hard. I go home, wait about 15 minutes, he's just smacking on some fries. I was like, hey, so where's my food, bro? Oh, yeah, you were being mean in the car, so I didn't get you anything. So
mean in the car.
So I walked straight to his bag of food, snatched it, and went to my place and ate it all. You know what's crazy about it is that he ended up postmating more Jack in the Box, and I just so happened to go outside to get in the car to get something as that food's getting dropped off.
No way!
I grabbed that, go inside, and I started to eat the fries, and I was like, okay, I feel too bad. I felt terrible about the whole thing, but I was like, I was so mad he didn't give me any food. It didn't make any sense to me.
Like I said,
that dude didn't leave his seat the entire game. We went, got him water, stuff like that. Like, dude, it was remarkable.
Honestly, that story made my week when I heard it. It was poetry in my ears, you know?
Crazy.
Anyways, guys, we got a lot of NFL to get into right now. There's no need to sugarcoat this. We are absolutely jam-packed.
I mean, talking about bad habits, dude. We got a guy right here in the NFL that's got some bad habits, huh?
Bad habits.
Antonio Brown, huh?
God.
Like my brother's Antonio Brown just out here just doing things for himself, you know?
Oh, dude, Antonio Brown. So
should I go over the timeline, or what do you want to do?
Go over the timeline. I want to hear it.
Okay, so I got a little timeline written down for Antonio Brown.
Let me hear this.
We're going to start with Wednesday. He asked the GM for his incentives to be guaranteed.
Okay.
Now, we know he was somewhat away to hitting these marks to get paid. He wanted those incentives to get guaranteed. Now, after that, we got text messages between him and BA, Bruce Arians. You know, we've all seen that he's getting his ankle worked on. Bruce Arians says, hey, we're not resting for playoffs. We want you to play. If you come to the walkthrough, you know what I mean, you're playing.
Yes.
After that, Saturday night has Lick the Toilet TikTok model and him make a porno in the team's hotel. Now, that is crazy. I mean, I've never been in the NFL hotel rooms, but in the team, dude, at night, coaches come in, they make sure you're in your bedroom at about 9 o'clock, 9:30. They do bed checks, bro. It's a real thing. Like,
I believe it.
And from what I'm hearing, I guess in the NFL, they have security guards at every elevator. Like, you're not no one's getting through. So the way this chick just got through, accordingly, she was just drunk, walked in the elevator, just, hey, can you press 6 for me, please? Just fucking press 6 from the 6'11", dude. Isn't that crazy, dude?
That is so crazy.
That's insane. Okay. So after that, he suits up and plays, right?
Yeah.
Sunday, suits up and plays. According to some players, there was an argument at halftime about targets between AB and some people. I don't know which players, what teammates. That's the word. Now, after that, third quarter, refuses to go back in. We don't know why, if it was for targets or for an injury. There's no sound bites out yet, but that's what happens, right?
I think it's targets. I think he was pissed he wasn't getting targeted.
According to him, then Bruce Arians gave him the cutthroat sign, said, "You're fucking done, son." And that's when Antonio Brown strips down, and
he asked him, right? He asked Bruce Arians, he was like, he said, "I ain't playing. What's going on? I'm not getting the ball."
Yeah.
And that's when Bruce Arians was like, "Get the fuck out of here."
Yeah, you don't. Well, yeah, you want him to go on. I mean,
that's
I mean, you gotta understand, at this time they are losing to the Jets.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, I mean, this is getting to crunch time here, and Tampa Bay was, the reason he didn't get cut because of the whole vaccination thing was because, you know, they lost Chris Godwin out for multiple weeks. Mike Evans
really
was hurt.
used the guy.
Yeah, Antonio Brown was coming into. Yeah, it's blasphemy.
It's a very unfortunate situation for Tom Brady.
Now, after he strips down and leaves the field, we have the aftermath, dude. And the aftermath is just an explosion of just he said over here.
Yeah.
Antonio Brown's claiming he has an MRI. He's going to get surgery. He's also on the Full Send podcast talking bad about Tom Brady.
That's where I thought
that's a big thing, because I mean, Tom Brady came out, even though BA came out after the game in the press conference and said, you know, he's no longer a Buck. TB12 came out and gave him support, you know, and said we love him and, you know, we're here for him. And then he goes on a podcast and completely rips the whole thing open.
Well, he does say in the love Tom Brady, you know, great friend, and then also says, well, Tom Brady can't do it without players, though. It's like, well, of course he can't do it without other players. He can't throw himself the ball.
So what do you think the bet is, that someone on the Buccaneers, a player, is the one who leaked the TikTok model showing up to the hotel?
No, it wasn't. She did herself.
She did?
Yeah, she did it herself, yeah.
Wow.
She has a photo of Antonio Brown sleeping. I mean, and then of course the hotel, if they really want to, guarantee they have film of her just walking around.
Yeah, they probably do.
6th floor, dude.
But I tell you what, it's a really big loss. I mean, Antonio Brown's 4th on the team in receiving. He's got 4.
I've been missing all that time, too.
All that time. He's got 4 TDs, averaging 13 yards.
If he played the whole season, that 4 would be a 9.
You know, and they don't have Mike.
Or he's banged up right now, but
no, they don't have Chris. They don't have Chris Godwin.
Yeah,
so that's going to be a tough little push they're going to have to make.
They need him
going into the playoffs.
They need him, in my opinion.
I mean, they would like to have him. I don't think they need him, though. They would love to have him, but I don't think they need him.
You think they'll be okay with
just Evans and Gronk?
Look, those 2 players that stepped up. I don't remember the 2 dudes' names. One of them has been playing, and the other one just started playing. And they have been, dude, just at the end of the game, they go down, score the drive, and each of those 2 receivers.
Cyril Grayson and Tyler Johnson.
Cyril Grayson and Tyler Johnson, both of them.
I remember Tyler Johnson.
This is where you make your money, and if you are a player that's itching to get in, this is the way it goes. And, you know, there's no better quarterback you would want as a player like that to throw you the ball in those playoffs like that than Tom Brady.
I agree with that. I will say, though, the GOAT is the GOAT. But that GOAT's looking a little bit gray more and more as these weeks go on.
Yeah, that's true.
And as he's only human, God bless him. He's still the man, but
you know what?
His teammates do have to come through and play big for him.
Really quickly,
they really do.
To go back to that, I mean, so it was $2 million in incentives he wanted guaranteed.
Yeah.
And
I
don't know how far-fetched that is because Tampa Bay, about 12 years ago, had a receiver. Can't remember his name off the top of my head.
What team? I'm sorry.
Tampa Bay. Same ownership, same group. They had a receiver who was only 2 catches away from their incentive, and they intentionally sat him for that reason because Tampa Bay didn't want to pay the incentive. So I'm not surprised if Antonio Brown's sitting there thinking, you know, we got 2 weeks left. We are already going to make the playoffs. They're going to squeeze me out so they can save money.
Yeah.
How is that not far-fetched? Because the amount of money that they're spending on their roster right now, I mean, $2 million extra, and now they have to pay $3.2 million in dead cap because they waived him.
Yeah,
and it goes to AB's point. Maybe his ankle was really messed up, and he was like, "Dude, I don't know if I'm gonna make it through this regular season.
Yeah, let alone the playoffs.
Let alone the playoffs. And I want this money game. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna play it." Now, in that case, if his ankle's really messed up, maybe he was thinking that way. Like, dude, I don't even know if I could play. Like, I want this money guaranteed. I'm going to go out there and try to play just to show that I'm not bullshitting. I don't just want this money.
Right.
Yeah, because I mean, he wasn't that far away. You knew he was going to hit those.
No, he was eight catches away from one of the incentives. 8 catches with 2 games left.
I left some stuff off on this timeline. The aftermath when he's in the car with the Uber driver.
I didn't hear about that.
Oh, he's in the car with the Uber driver, dude.
That's a famous Uber driver.
Yeah, famous Uber driver, dude. He's in the car with them, and the Uber driver the next day is on Barstool Sports podcast. He says, "Yeah, man, he wasn't injured, dude. It was all about the money, playing time targets. It's like AB was cool as a cute. Yeah, so AB said,
I believe that, dude, because he wanted to get paid, dude. He lost a lot of money with that whole New England deal.
Right now, he's shooting a music video. He's in New York, dude. I don't know.
Oh yeah, he doesn't even rap, dude. Do you see Michael Rappaport?
Oh, God, what did he say?
He was just like, that ain't no rap. That's just joke, you know? Typical Michael Rappaport. Dude, Michael Rappaport, speaking of that guy, he posted a video the other day of a cat that looked so ugly. Did you see that?
That's old, though.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well, it was my first. It was,
hey, Ma!
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, my mom shows me that video, and I go, "Mom, that video is so." It's like, cat's so funny, though.
It was my first time seeing it.
Oh, look at this fucking cat!
And then this cat starts walking towards him, and he goes, "Ah!" He screams. All
right, should we end the Antonio Brown off on this?
Yes.
Do you think he's going to play another snap in the NFL?
110%, because we are in a new era of forgiveness, and mental health is a main priority. And if he has a serious problem and he goes through the time and effort and work to go and fix that problem, talent speaks for itself. Bullshit walks, and come on, he's going to play again. He's too good.
What do you think?
I don't think so.
I feel like it's
he's too good.
I don't know. I just feel like fool me once.
He's becoming a liability. He's becoming a Josh Gordon. He's becoming a
how many times did that guy get a chance?
Yeah, but
from the NFL, not from individual teams.
I hear you, dude. I
don't believe
somebody's going to be desperate. Let's think of a team.
Here's the one thing about Josh Gordon, though. He wasn't a detriment to his team. Antonio Brown is a locker room
nightmare.
Cancer.
He's a nightmare.
Yeah, it's a locker room.
Look,
Josh Gordon at least seems like he kept to himself and is just.
The question was, do I think he's going to play ever again? Okay, yeah. I think he will play once more because he is still in his. I think it'll be in the next.
I read a report that the Canadian League are trying to get after him right now.
Oh, and the USFL.
Yeah, I don't know if he plays again in the NFL.
Let's flip that back on you. Do you think he's going to play ever again? Because right now the hype is obviously that he's not going to. But what do you think?
Look, teams get desperate. And teams want to win now. And that boy AB can play some football. So I do think he's going to play again.
Phenomenal route runner. He's a great route runner.
I know, but he's 33, almost 34.
He peaked late, though. Like Steph Curry,
not that late. I mean, he was in his mid.
This is my only thing. How many years did he take off to where he doesn't have any hits on his body, doesn't have any. Now, if he comes back from this ankle injury and it's not that bad, I do believe he can still be a receiver, a productive receiver, too, on a team.
Especially with a team that's trying to win and a good quarterback. But let's end that right there because we got a lot to get into. Like we said, we are absolutely jam-packed. There's a lot of drama out there with quarterbacks. Leading that drama right now is probably Baker Mayfield. And even though it's on the hush and we've said it in earlier episodes, Deshaun Watson, nobody's talking about that, but there's a lot of talk about that, behind closed doors. What's going on? Who's going where next year?
Talking a little QB shuffle, huh?
QB shuffle.
But even before that, the list of names that are becoming free agents this year, I mean, Big Ben, although we're all going to assume he's going to retire.
Cancel Big Ben out.
Ryan Fitzpatrick, Andy Dalton, Nick Foles, Cam Newton, Tyrod Taylor, Jameis Winston, Bridgewater, Mariota.
A lot of
There's
backups.
some decent names coming out of, sure, a lot of backups, but names that haven't really gotten the big recognition.
What about Marcus Mariota, I feel, could help a team.
So as of reports this morning.
He's just sitting there.
Baker is going to stay at the Browns, and Deshaun Watson is expected to move before free agency even hits.
Where do you think he's going to go?
Miami. That's where I think he's going to go.
And Tua goes.
Honestly,
Tua goes to Houston.
Is it too far fetched that Deshaun goes to Pittsburgh?
That's what I was thinking.
Nah, I've written down some potential trades. I've written down some trades, and I got a quarterback that I think will end up in Pittsburgh.
Who?
Rodgers.
No, Kirk Cousins.
I'm just kidding.
I think Kirk Cousins goes to Pittsburgh.
I do like that.
I do think Kirk goes to Pittsburgh.
That coach at Pittsburgh does want someone that is weathered and a veteran. I think Kirk Cousins isn't too. I think he is a good enough quarterback to get those young receivers the ball the way that they need to get.
Okay, so Kirk Cousins goes to the Steelers. Then who's the quarterback of the Vikings? They'd probably sign someone like a Tyrod Taylor.
Maybe Deshaun Watson. Did you tell me Deshaun Watson doesn't want to play with Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson?
I mean, that'd
and
be
have Dalvin Cook.
No, hold on. They have that rookie they just drafted,
Kellen Munn. The third string?
No, they made him a third string because they don't think he's ready. That's why they started what's his name last Sunday.
I'll tell you what, Mike Zimmer is expected to get fired.
Yep. And reports that say that, correct?
There was the interview after the game when they said, how come you didn't want to see more of Kellen Munn? He said, I see him every single day.
So,
which to me is an answer saying,
oh, that's right. I heard
to me, it's an answer saying like,
but it's interesting coming.
I see him every day. I don't want to.
It's interesting coming from a defensive play calling head coach
and a coach who's about to get fired.
Good
so
point there.
You know what I mean?
Right?
So, yeah.
I mean, look, Minnesota only have 1.1 million in cap space, so they're not unless they start shedding names or players. Rather, they're going to have some issues coming up.
You start thinking, is Dalvin Cook going to be a move because they have Alexander Mattison, who does perform somewhat to a Dalvin Cook level, and if you need to,
or what about Adam
Dalvin
Thielen?
Cook's still on a rookie contract, I believe, right?
Yes, he is.
And
what about Thielen?
Yeah, Thielen has a great argument to.
What about Haddison?
Who?
No, not Haddison. What's the name of the strong safety?
Oh, Smith.
Yeah, Harrison.
Yeah, Harrison Smith.
That's, I don't know where my brain was. Yeah, they have Harrison Smith.
I don't know either.
Yeah, so
it was a mix between Harrison Smith and Alexander Madison, dude. Haddison, what the hell's going on?
Happy Gilmore. Another big one, which I don't believe is true, is Aaron Rodgers going to Denver.
Aaron Rodgers, I think, stays.
You know who I see going to Denver before Aaron Rodgers is Tom Brady.
No, I think Tom Brady.
Oh,
I just see Tom Brady going, you know what? Let's try to get one more Super Bowl ring with one more fucking team. Then I'll be done.
They have Cortland Sutton. They have legit young core.
Competitive defense.
The defense where he's like, okay,
Patrick
I know
Surtain.
I can not lose the game on offense, and I know this defense can win the game on.
Bradley Chubb, they're solid, dude. Yeah,
what do you think about this?
Denver.
What do you think about this one? Russell Wilson to New Orleans.
To the New York Giants.
I like New Orleans more than the Giants.
I don't
Why?
know. I kind of like the Giants, dude.
Because I like...
It's not about the scenario. It's about his wife, Sierra, and where she wants to go as well. He's married, and that has a big influence.
Why would he want to potentially end his career in New York?
Because that's a blockbuster. That's a blockbuster team.
He wants to win Super Bowls.
Josh!
He is an athlete. He's not chasing money. He's not Antonio Brown.
Hey, the Giants had a lot of injuries early this year.
Hey, I want to let you know.
So you think that the Giants
are chasing the bag?
You think the Giants are going to jump off Daniel Jones already?
Yes.
Yes, I think this offseason we see that happen.
What the hell? Fucking yes. Everybody thinks that
they can get a guy like Russell Wilson. The talk is what happens to Daniel Jones.
Can they afford Russell Wilson? $26 million dead cap.
I believe they can.
No, they can't. $26 million dead cap.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know the answer to that question. I don't.
No, they can. It's a big scenario.
I'm sure it could be done.
No, it can be done.
Okay, I like
this fool is a lot of people think that he's going to go
like
there
him in New Orleans
because his wife can.
I'm not mad at that either.
His career,
I'm not. I just think New York has talent that has been shelled by the quarterback
Barkley,
position.
Galladay, Shepard, Evan Ingram.
Can you imagine the Saints having a quarterback like that?
Their line's good.
Now, we haven't seen Michael Thomas in 2 years.
Yeah, but imagine. So, yeah, but we went over that a few months ago about his whole holdout thing. Yeah. But imagine when he hears that, hey, we might get a shot at an MVP caliber quarterback coming here.
But is he?
But is he right there level?
Still? I think he would. That's debatable. True, but ever since he had the finger injury, he hasn't looked the same.
Now they went off last week. They went off last week.
Yes. DK went off last
Rashad Penny.
A little too late, bud.
I mean, we got to also mention Russell Wilson did just have an interview and said, "I would love to win the Super Bowl again for the Seattle Seahawks." He did just say this in an interview.
But he also said, I don't see.
Oh God. You guys see the glove he wears though?
No.
Oh, he wears this glove on his throwing hand. And it has all the fingers taken off of the glove besides the middle one. Dude, it just looks ridiculous. Okay, I keep going.
What the hell?
It looks ridiculous.
That is fucking ridiculous. Josh, real quick, give us 5 quarterbacks on that list and ask us, say our names, and we're going to tell you where we think they're going to go.
Okay.
Start with
you answer first, and I'll answer second.
Okay, go ahead.
You want me to stay out of the draft? Just available quarterbacks that have played in the league?
Yeah, in the league. QB shuffle.
Derek Carr.
I think he stays a Raider. To be honest with you,
I think they have a chance to get a receiver this offseason. So I think he stays.
After this season with the Gruden thing and the Ruggs thing and the way that he's spoken, he's the guy who speaks for the team.
I'll say this.
And he plays quarterback.
If they beat my Chargers tonight, he stays. If they lose, I think he goes.
I have him going to Washington. There's zero dead cap. He's not owed any more money.
Mm-hmm.
Las Vegas have $343,000 left on their cap space.
Yeah, it's not the absolute most. It's not the most at all.
Okay, I think he moved.
You got him going to the Redskins.
I have him going to the Washington football team.
WFT? Yeah.
Yes.
Next
That's
guy.
where I see him. Jimmy G.
Moved. Oh, he's gone. Yeah, where's he going to go? I could see him maybe going to the Vikings. Maybe
that's not an impossible.
Or I could see him going to the Washington football team.
Okay, what do you think, Jameson?
I think he moves. I don't know where. I could see him on the Broncos, maybe.
Okay. I'm sticking with the Vikings though, because I think Kirk Cousins is moving.
I got him going to Carolina.
All right.
I got him going to Carolina. $1.4 million in dead cap space. San Francisco only have $728,000 left in their cap space. Okay. Carolina's got $5 million left in their space, so I can see him going to Carolina.
Yeah, after we talk about this QB shuffle, I do want to bring up one player.
Next guy.
Okay, Jameis Winston.
He will be a backup somewhere.
No, I don't know. I think he starts.
I have him starting in Las Vegas.
You think he'll start for the Raiders?
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know if that'll even fucking work for him, dude. There's no receivers there. He needs some kind of cast, though, to, you know what I mean, to do what he does, which is throw the air raid the ball. He needs some.
I could see Winston going to the Steelers. I really could.
I could actually see that. Yeah,
working with Mike
Tomlin. I think Tomlin wants legit veteran quarterback. That's why
I'll tell you what, he's got legit athletic skill. He just needs to be coached up, I think, and in a good system. If he's in a good system and they pretty much do the mental work for him in a way, obviously.
I could actually see it. I think that's the best QB for the Steelers.
Yeah,
I think it could work out. That's what I got, though.
I'll give you
next
one.
Guy.
I'll give you one more, but it's a two-way go. Okay, because they're both Cam Newton and Teddy Bridgewater. Where do you think they're going? If they're going.
Cam Newton. Oh, man.
I have no clue for either. I don't know.
Houston for Cam Newton?
I don't know. I think they like Davis Mills, to be honest.
They do. They do. But that's the big thing.
And who's the other one? Teddy Bridge?
I thought Teddy Bridge
back to New Orleans.
No?
You think so?
Back to New Orleans.
What about that huge contract Hill just signed?
Who cares?
That's
dude?
weird.
If you're not,
yeah, that's very true.
I don't know, dude. It's just I get the contract, but we'll see, man.
I don't understand.
All right, who's the player?
Christian McCaffrey.
Ooh.
There are talks that the Panthers are willing to hear negotiations for Christian McCaffrey.
Where would he go? Ravens?
No.
Ravens have two great running backs that are just
J.K.
on
Dobbins
there.
didn't play
And
this
Gus
year.
Edwards, yes.
What about...
Don't get confused. Gus Edwards had the same numbers as J.K. Dobbins, just did not start.
I see him going to an AFC team.
So here's the thing. What if Russ stays with Seattle and they sign McCaffrey?
They can't afford him.
Rashad Penny, the way he's playing right now?
He's playing good. Didn't he go to Norwalk High School?
I mean, he's playing phenomenal, bro. I don't know if he went to Norwalk.
I think he went to Norwalk High School.
I know he went to San Diego State, and he is a local kid. I just don't know.
He went to Norwalk High School. If I am not... no, John Glenn.
I don't know.
I think John Glenn is where he went to high school. We'll look that up. And I'm almost 90% positive. But, yeah.
Christian McCaffrey? Dude, I'm thinking maybe the Dolphins.
That's what I'm thinking. If they get Deshaun Watson and Christian McCaffrey.
Nasty duo. That would be nasty.
Well, before we move on quickly, I'm just going to go with the draft because, I've got notes on it. I might as well use it. So, Jameis and I have talked about this before. Really weak QB class this year.
It's
it's so weak.
If you walk up to a person who may watch football and you ask them who's the best QB in the draft coming out, and I guarantee they will not know who they'll just say, maybe that guy from that one school. You know what I mean? It's not like past draft class. You're going, there's Trevor Lawrence, there's Zach Will. It's not like that at all.
No.
So I've got 4 guys who I believe will go in the first round.
I know 2.
Hear him.
I know the guy from Ole Miss. I know the guy from Liberty.
So I don't have the guy from Liberty.
Really? He got dropped out or what?
I just had him going in the second round.
Okay.
I've got Carson Strong of Nevada being the first off the board in the quarterback.
I've heard chatter.
I've heard that too, yes.
I think in terms of where he would fall, I see him going to Atlanta.
Okay.
I mean, he was eighth in college football in passing yards with just over 4,000, 36 passing TDs with only 8 interceptions.
All right.
That's not a bad. At a school like Nevada.
Yeah, you got to be careful with those Nevada QBs. They'll bring your team to a Super Bowl. They'll just leave you disappointed.
Next, I got Matt Corral, Ole Miss.
Okay.
He's favored to go to Denver.
Okay.
Oh, Denver, dude, they miss on their fucking QB drafts. Dude, there are like 3 years in a row. Oh no, dude, Drew Lock, Paxton Lynch. When they got him, my God, there were some bad names to that game. Oh my God.
Then we got Spencer Rattler, who's favored to go to New Orleans from Oklahoma.
No, he's not coming out.
That's not what I heard.
But he entered the transfer portal.
When was that? How many days ago was that? Because about
weeks ago.
About 2 days ago.
Oh, there's some. Oh, maybe no one's picking him up.
Yes.
Okay, all right, yeah.
So Spencer Rattler's, position to go. I have him going third in terms of QBs.
Real, dude, I would be shocked if he took You think he's going to go in the first round? But I don't think he gets drafted.
There's no other quarterback.
I promise you, if Spencer Rattler enters the draft, he will go 5th or 6th round.
We'll see.
Oh, I promise you.
We'll see.
There's no way a team's going to take a chance on a QB that got benched and replaced by a true freshman.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. But
unless they saw major potential,
NFL teams are scrambling for quarterbacks.
There are so many like we didn't even talk about Tyler Huntley, and I hate to break that. I know we got to get moving, but I'm just saying Tyler Huntley is a QB that is a backup that is starting and is actually looking very well.
Yeah. Then last I have Sam Howell, North Carolina. I think he goes to Detroit. So
if Denver didn't get anybody, I could see Huntley going to Denver. But
I mean, Tom Brady's going to Denver.
Yeah, right. Anyways, okay. Let's you guys want to talk about some award favorites, and I'm with that as well. Let's we got Rookie of the Year for the offensive and defensive side. Of course, we have the MVP and the Coach of the Year, and we will give you our Fantasy Football Player of the Year. I'm just going to ask you guys, or Josh, do you want to ask us?
I could ask you, yeah.
For sure.
All right.
Let's start with Rookie of the Year. Let's end it with Fantasy Player of the Year, though, yeah.
Okay, so we'll start with Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Okay.
All right, with 79 receptions, 1,429 yards, 13 TDs, and 45 more yards to break the rookie record, we have Jamar Chase is my choice.
Both agree
there we go.
on Jamar Chase.
I'm taking that as well.
That's a trio, unanimous vote. I hope to God he wins it and Mac Jones somehow doesn't sneak those votes.
And then I'm assuming this is going to be unanimous on the Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Of course.
79 tackles, 13 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, Micah Parsons, baby.
Micah Parsons?
Yep, same here. What do you want next?
Coach of the Year.
Coach of the Year. Now, I don't know if you guys are going to agree on this. Coach of the Year.
Okay.
Mike Vrabel.
Okay, Tennessee.
There's just no way it could be anyone else.
I disagree.
Maybe Zach Taylor.
I disagree.
Derek Carr.
Who? I'm just kidding. If you say the Packers,
I think Matt LaFleur.
With the special teams the way they are,
I gotta be.
He is the youngest coach in NFL history to reach the landmarks he has. What, 38 wins in 3 years?
He has Rodgers under center though, and that's a bias. You got to look at that's bias. You got to look at.
He's not number one on my list, but he's who I think will win.
Matt LaFleur?
Yeah, I think he should.
No, dude, Bill Belichick's got a better chance than him.
And don't not in Vegas. He doesn't.
Not in Vegas?
Nope. Because what I have written down is what Vegas has. I just
Who's
moved
number one
around. Zach Taylor.
Oh,
yeah. I would say
the Bengals.
If Zach Taylor and Mike Vrabel do not win, and Matt LaFleur's special teams is so horrendous. How can you be the Coach of the Year with a part of one of 3 phases?
Because he's won 13 games, missing 12 starters.
And who's getting?
You have the MVP on your team.
Yeah,
Mike
quarterbacks win it.
Mike Vrabel has been winning without AJ Brown, without Julio Jones, without Derrick Henry, and has been winning. He's almost got the seed.
And Ryan Tannehill, bless you, son. You are not the most special quarterback in the world. You're fast, got a decent arm. You're not the most special quarterback in the world. So I agree with him over the Matt LaFleur one. I really do.
Vegas has got number 2.
Vegas is wrong sometimes. I beat them a lot, but I'm just kidding. You want MVP? We'll say a fantasy MVP for the very last one, but the regular season MVP?
Go for it.
I mean,
what do we think?
Aaron Rodgers. We could all agree on that one.
Yep. Aaron Rodgers.
If it's not Rodgers, it's Taylor, right? Yeah. And if it's not Taylor, it's Brady. Those are the only 3 to
I think it potentially in a last minute effort could be Joe Burrow or Cooper.
Okay, we'll move on.
All right.
Absolutely. Vegas has Joe Burrow at 3.
There's no way.
He did climb those odds after last week's win, but he's not going to win. It's going to be Rodgers.
Hold on. Before we got player of the year, offensive and defensive. Who do you think's won?
Isn't that the same thing as fantasy we said, though? Right?
You can do it like that if you'd like, but those are legitimate NFL awards.
You're very true.
I didn't have that down my notes. I thought we were just doing
Jonathan
fantasy.
Taylor, right?
Maybe Cooper Kupp.
Or
he's about to do the Triple Crown.
Yeah, I got Cooper Kupp
today too. Oh yeah, that's my Rams.
Defensive player of the year.
You gotta say Parsons, dude.
I gotta say TJ Watt.
TJ Watt
or TJ Watt
as well.
Yeah,
gonna break that
Micah Parsons,
which is crazy because when we were arguing it the other day, I was with Micah Parsons and I looked at the TJ Watt stats.
Did he have 2 last night though, Micah Parsons? 2 sacks.
He did, but he doesn't have 20.
Yeah, he has 13. Dude, this dude TJ needs 2 sacks to get 23 and a half. He's at 21 and a half. The record.
He missed games too. He missed games.
All right, so fantasy. I already know who my MVP is for fantasy.
Yeah, it's going to be Jonathan Taylor.
It's going to be Jonathan Taylor.
Cooper Kupp for me. I just thought that anyone who has that dude on their team was in the championship.
Every single year, absolutely performed. Taylor, Kupp, and if it's not any of those guys, I know for a lot of people it was Deebo Samuel.
So who was your fantasy player of the year?
For my team or my personal?
No, your personal, just overall.
I mean, obviously it would be Cooper Kupp or Jonathan Taylor, but if it wasn't going to be one of them, I would say Deebo Samuel. It's pretty much it.
Yeah, the three that really stand
out. The top.
Those are it.
Absolutely.
It was a good year. It was a really good year. But, fellas, we have a little fun list we're going to give you right now going into the playoffs. It's right around the corner. These games today are going to decide where everybody is seated. We're going to give you a little sensitive 7. Let's get it.
The sensitive 7.
Oh.
All right, so what you got?
Okay.
So we're doing sensitive 7 NFL power rankings.
Yes. Jameson, why don't you lead this off?
All right, my number 1 is the Green Bay Packers.
Of course.
Anyone have a different?
Nope.
Okay, number 2 I have is the Tennessee Titans.
Okay.
And that is with me knowing that Derrick Henry is going to return.
Interesting.
That is a Tennessee Titans with A.J. Brown, Julio Jones, Derrick Henry, all going to be back.
Okay.
Number 3. So anyone have anything different?
Yeah, Zach, who you got number 2?
No, just give the list and then we'll
okay, that's fine.
List.
That's fine.
Because
Are you sure? All right.
Yeah.
Take longer, but okay.
I think it'll take less time actually, but
all right. 3 Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 4 LA Rams, 5 Arizona Cardinals, 6 Dallas Cowboys, and then last, because I'm unbiased, it's Kansas City Chiefs.
You had to throw them in, didn't you?
I guess so. I was going to leave them out, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting because I have one of the teams that I have in my top 7 are not in your top 7.
That's fine. Yeah.
Zach, who you got?
You want to go?
Yeah.
You go.
I got Green Bay. Here's Jameson's head's gonna go in circles. I got Kansas City number 2.
So gross.
Tampa Bay 3, Rams 4, Tennessee 5. I got Buffalo 6, and I've got Dallas 7.
Yeah, Buffalo to me, I just don't like them in the playoffs, dude.
No?
They got no run game, dude.
It's true.
Okay.
It's true. The Rams don't have no run game either, though. They have a much more premier defense, but
here you go. Here's mine. Packers number 1, Chiefs number 2,
Ugh.
Rams number 3, Titans number 4, Bucks number 5, Buffalo number 6, and I was on the fringe of these two teams for number 7 because one team has to get in still.
Yeah, so you're talking about the Chargers, baby.
Sorry, brother. I was talking about the Colts.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I know the Raiders played, they beat them. And the way they play the Chargers today will really speak volumes for how the big picture of them. But I do like Arizona over them because they're already in there. But
you didn't have Dallas in your top 7?
I mean, it's not a top 10.
I mean, his was a sensitive, biased NFL rankings, dude. He had the Rams at 3.
Yeah.
Where were the Rams for you?
4.
Four.
We both.
I mean, come on.
We both had Tampa Bay, or I had Tampa Bay in front of him.
Gotcha.
I had Tampa Bay in front of him.
Anyways,
which honestly, Tampa Bay at 3 for me is.
I don't
know if I should even put them up there.
That exactly. Yeah, we're gonna call somebody right now. We got a guest speaker coming in. His name is Ricky. You've heard him here before. He is a big football fan. He is a big UFC fan, which is the next subject that we are going to get into. Here, we're gonna hear his sensitive 7, his power rankings, and then we're gonna get into the UFC and talk about the best fights of the 2021 year. Yo, Ricky, what it do, my man?
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Good. How are you? I'm sure you're watching some football right now, right?
Yes, sir.
Of course. Big Falcons fan here on the phone. Big UFC fan here, too. Bro, I asked you to give us a sensitive 7 ranking of your for the power rankings in the NFL. Would you mind letting the people hear what you think?
Yeah, I guess so. We'll start from 7 and going down, huh?
Oh, doing things a little different.
Yeah, whatever you feel comfortable with, my man. Whatever you want.
Sure. So So we'll go with my number 7 team remaining. I'm gonna go with Tennessee. Actually,
okay.
I think with a healthy Derrick Henry going into the playoffs, Ryan Tannehill, staying safe with the football, they're a scary team for anybody.
Hey, you want to know where I had him at?
Yeah, let's hear it.
I had him at number 2.
Number what?
Number 2.
Number 2. Oh, yikes! So we're pretty far there.
It's okay. He had Atlanta at number 32.
What's that?
He had Atlanta at 32, so I wouldn't listen to what JMO says.
Hater all year on the Sensitive podcast. It seems like every week you guys are on my Dirty Birds, man.
Hey, it's okay.
So number 6, I like Arizona.
Okay.
Kyler's probably one of my favorite players in the league to watch.
True that.
They got weapons all over the field and playmakers on defense. So another fun team to look out for in the playoffs. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go number 5. Maybe let's go with Tampa for number 5.
Ooh.
Brady should probably get a little bit more love, but I don't know. I feel like
they got
the younger teams in the NFC are going to start to take over this year.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of good NFC teams this year, so we'll see how this goes
NFC
out.
is nuts.
Yeah,
I think,
it's pretty crazy. Yeah,
there's only 2 AFC teams in my top 7 left. So
yeah,
I think that tells you.
I had Tennessee. Yeah, I only had 2. I had Tennessee and the Chiefs. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, number 4, I like your Rams. Watt.
Yeah, I had them at 4 too.
Bunch of star power over here in LA. Matt Stafford cleaned some things up. Getting Cam Akers back.
Yeah, you love Matt Stafford.
Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey on defense.
Absolutely.
Number 3, I like Dallas a lot.
Ooh, that's
probably probably the most well-rounded team left. If you got Dak, you got Zeke, you got the receivers with CD, Gallup, the young tight end Dalton Schultz.
It just all depends on what offense is coming out there.
So, Ricky, you're telling me that you like the Cowboys roster over the Rams, right? You hearing this, Jay Grizzy?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
that's where I'm at.
Me and Jay Grizzy the other day, we debated on, he tried telling me that the Rams were way more put together than the Cowboys. And I was like, brother, they got a pretty deep roster as well.
Yeah, I know, man. It's going to be fun. The NFC playoffs is going to be a lot of fun for sure.
Oh, 100%. But keep going, brother. Sorry to interrupt you.
No worries at all. No worries. Number 2, we'll go Kansas City. Definitely, I'd say the scariest offense. Tyreek, Travis Kelce, big arm, Patrick Mahomes.
Oh yeah.
Chiefs are great.
Had a rough start to the year, but they're right where they right where they should be. And then number 1, Jay Grizz's Packers.
Yeah.
MVP Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams.
Bunch of Chiefs.
They should be the team to beat. That's right. They're my team to beat.
So me and Josh both had the Packers and Chiefs at 1 and 2 as well. Where'd you have the Dallas on your list, Jay Grizz?
I had Dallas at 7.
I had the Rams at 3. They tried saying it was biased, but they had him at 4, which was the same as you too.
Little Homer love there.
I mean, come on. I was just at 3. You guys were at 4. I was right in the same ballpark. Come on.
So who was Jameson's 1 and 2?
My 1 and 2 was Packers and Tennessee.
Oh yeah, okay. Tennessee at 2. Okay, cool.
Jameson's got
a Tennessee fan. So
dude, I mean, you're talking about a team who's actually going to have all their playmakers playing for the first time together since like week 3, dude. And they still somehow
they were hot, man. They were hot.
Yeah. And they're somehow still going to maybe if they win today. Yeah. They win today. They clinched the number 1 seed in the AFC. Mike Vrabel, I think, is coach of the year. That's my nominee.
I find it very funny that Jameson's draft went Devontae Adams, then AJ Brown, and then he had the Packers and the Titans at 1 and 2. And you got a little man crush on AJ Brown. Let's be real.
Dude's a stud.
I mean,
He's a stud. He's a stud.
In college too, he played next to DK, right? Or right?
Right.
Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That was a nasty duo in college, dude.
Yeah, DK and AJ Brown. Yeah.
Good God. Think about it now. I'm just like, my goodness. Anyways, that's our sensitive 7 from Ricky, J-Mo, Jay Grizzy, and Z Watt for this week. We'll probably update that, as the playoffs go on. But let's transition over here into the UFC. And Jameson and Ricky are huge fans of UFC. I am as well, but they are absolute experts. Guys, what do you think of the 2021 fights of the year? Let's hear it.
I'm not going to call myself an expert, but I'm a huge fan.
I'm going to give you that title. Come on, guys.
No way. There's not enough time in the day for me to study all this UFC.
I respect that. I'll pat your backs then, okay? Go ahead. Let me start this off, JD.
Now, it's tough to do fight of the year because really you put in the big names because that's the ones you really remember. But there are a lot of fight cards where I saw a lot of the undercards fights just going crazy, huge fights on those. But I think the biggest one that stand out for me, Ricky, was probably Justin Gaethje versus Michael Chandler.
Right, yeah, that's the consensus number 1 fight of the year. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I think I just agree with that. I mean, but there were a lot. I mean, you have that same as your number 1.
Right, yeah, and it definitely lived up to the hype. Going into that fight, that was supposed to be a fight of the year candidate as it is, and it definitely lived up.
Yeah, I mean, there was.
I was in Vegas for that fight. I had a good little parlay on Gaethje and the over.
Really? Good stuff.
Dude, I had some other ones that were big. I liked Volkanovski versus Ortega. I thought that was a great fight.
Jake was at that one.
Yeah, that was a good one. I think one that
was a nutty fight.
Yeah. I think one that was even nuttier than that, to be honest, was Holloway versus Yair Rodriguez, and that was late November. I thought that was a great fight.
Yep. I was listening to that fight on my way to work. That was I didn't give Rodriguez as much credit going into that fight. I thought Holloway would kind of treat him like he treated Calvin Kattar. Dude. But Rodriguez definitely had his moments in that fight.
Same here, dude. Yair came to play in that one. Dude, talking about Max Holloway.
Yeah. Did you see it? Do you see him? Do you see Rodriguez tweeting at Volkanovski recently?
Yeah.
After Holloway's pullout.
I mean, dude, who do you think's going to get that fight? If you had to determine it right now, who do you think's get that fight?
It seems like the Zombie's going to get it. I don't know. I'd rather them wait to see what happens this weekend with Chikadze and Calvin Kattar, because if Giga wins, then it should be him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what we're talking about now is
guys on what, like a 6th?
Yeah, Volkanovski and Holloway were scheduled to fight March 7th, I believe, for UFC 272. And Max Holloway had to pull out due to injury, and now we're talking about replacement. And the talks are Korean Zombie, which I would love. I'm a huge Korean Zombie fan. But Ricky's right. There's a huge featherweight fight this weekend between Kattar and Giga Chikadze, and Chikadze's been on a little roll. If he does it in a style fashion this weekend, finishes Kattar, who is a very, very good striker.
Very true.
I mean, we'll see.
Hey, dude, another fight that was fire was Peter Yan and Sandhagen.
Sandman.
That was he's the one who won that fight, right?
Yeah, back and forth.
The knockout. Oh, that shit was fire. That was a good fight as well. What other ones you got on your list, JD? Ricky?
Yeah, Peter Yan is a dog.
Absolute stud.
Usman Covington
again versus TJ Dillashaw.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Back in July, that was a fun one.
Dillashaw, I can't wait for him to fight again.
Ripped his knee out real early in the fight, but battled back to win the decision. I had another bet on TJ in that fight.
That was a good bet. I mean, dude, TJ looked like the champion fighter in that fight, you know?
Right, yeah. That like I said last time I was on your podcast, I'm looking forward to TJ versus Peter Yan in the future.
Hey, that TJ and Sandhagen fight, that was decided late. Wasn't that a really good fight?
Yeah, it was.
Right, yeah, split decision. A lot of people thought that Sandhagen might have done it with damage. I scored it for TJ on volume, pretty much.
Yeah.
Do you
TJ won the fight, but I had money on Sandhagen.
I have a question for you, Ricky. Do you use that Verdict app, and do you score fights with that?
I do every once in a while. I kind of just here. Let me pull it up real quick. Yeah, I have my prediction. I fill out the predictions. Like I'm actually going to this Ngannou Gain fight in a couple weeks, so I have my predictions all set. And every once in a while, when I'm sitting down, I'll score the fights. But for the most part, I'm too into it to actually pull up my phone in between rounds to score the fights. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was thinking maybe this year I would try to use the Verdict app a little bit because I've never used it. And I thought maybe, that would be, there's no money or nothing involved, right? It's just kind of like you get maybe little
right, yeah,
marquees
kind of
or something.
like a bragging right thing.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it would be really cool.
You're an XP and shit like that.
They should try to transition into these like undercards, like maybe the fight prelims or whatever, the early fight ones. If maybe they just use Verdict app to score the fights, no judges, that'd be awesome.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Because there's no
one of the biggest beefs. One of the biggest beefs in MMA today is that the casual crowd isn't really sure how the scoring works. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard for people that aren't super into it to keep up, and because they don't know where the scoring's at. It's the one sport in the world where you don't know the actual score, as opposed to as obviously football, basketball, baseball, where there's a score. You have a scoreboard.
Yeah, I mean, and I feel like those early prelims too, it's good unbiased scoring because no one really knows those names unless you are a deep, deep, hard fan.
Right, that's a good point.
Those are somewhere where some of the dog fights are, though. Did you guys mention on the fights of the year, Charles Oliveira and Michael Chandler? You guys said that one, right?
That's another one. No, I didn't talk about that one, actually. Yeah, Oliveira, man, he's starting to become a little bit of a meme. If you heard him in the first round, he comes back in that next round to get on you, huh?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
It was a great year for the UFC, and I'm really excited for the event coming up. I want to see Francis. Me and Ricky, big Francis fans. So is Dozer. He's been on the podcast, but very much so looking forward to it. And J-Mo, you got anything to wrap up with the UFC?
No, brother, but Ricky, let's get together, man. Let's watch some fights this year, huh?
Yeah, sounds good, man. What are you doing this coming Saturday for Chikazi?
Got no plans, brother. But it looks like I do now.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. All
right, that sounds good.
My man, thank you for coming on the show, my boy, and thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon, brother.
See you later, guys. Take it easy.
All right, brother. Much love, Rick.
We're
back from technical difficulties.
Thank God. It is a struggle out here, and these people, the journalists, the broadcasters, the radio guys, podcasters, it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work.
I mean, yeah, Z-Watt had these TJ Maxx $30 headphones, and he was absolutely disappointed that his mom buried it under Christmas stuff because we haven't recorded.
TJ Maxx. It was a 99-cent store.
Oh yeah, it was.
Do they have mics at the 99-cent store?
They probably do.
Break.
Oh, you found them.
Those are gaming.
I don't know, but now his headphones are across the room, like almost cracking to pieces because they got thrown against the wall.
They don't work.
Even though Zach Watcher, he's got some burly hands and he fucking hucked those things.
Oh my God, I hate y'all.
All right, dude, what we get into next?
I mean, what's the point in having them anymore? I mean, just throw them in the trash, dog. Come on.
Some people close to you would not like to see you disrespect things like that.
All right, so next up we got a former first round draft pick of the Philadelphia Phillies, one of our very good friends, Shane Watson, and we'll get him on the phone for you.
Okay, let's do it. Should be a fun one. Shane's also not only is he known for playing baseball, but he's known for other things too.
Hello?
Shane Watson, what it do, my boy?
Shane Watson, huh, bud?
What up, Zach? What's Gucci?
Here with everything's Gucci, brother. How are you?
I'm good, man. Real good.
I'm over here with J-Mo and Jay Grizzy per usual. What's up?
What's up, boys?
What's up, man?
Jay Grizzy is he's mic'd up, but he can't hear you right now because of some technical difficulties, but we got it all figured out.
Because Zach threw his headphones against the wall.
That's not why, dude. They were already broken, and I was trying to throw them off to the side, and they bounced off of something. Come on, dude. Give me a break. What's good, dude? Are you just chilling with the fam today, or what?
Yeah, chill with the fam today. We're packing up to go to Mammoth tomorrow. Get the pizza thing.
Of course, guys got to go get his skiing in, dude.
You don't ski, snowboard, right?
Oh yeah,
no, he skis, bro.
Oh, you ski?
Yeah, ski.
Oh, you're one of those French, one of those French fry pizza guys, huh? Pizza.
I'll show you French fries and pizza.
On skis, though, you go way faster. Way faster.
Yeah, it's just easy. It's just easier. Yeah, way faster, way easier. I mean, you have to get off the lift and strap your foot in. You can just go right away.
Well, when I was in Utah, they were telling me skis are easier to learn but harder to master, and snowboarding was harder to learn but easier to master.
Yeah, I can see that. I can for sure see that. Well, freaking, I tried snowboarding a couple times and it was hard. But I don't skate or anything like that, so it's probably doesn't help.
So Shane, we were just talking some NFL right now, and it's about to be the postseason, and today's Sunday, and obviously there's some games on. And it was your first year playing fantasy football, right?
Yeah, I got my butt kicked.
Yeah, but a lot of people do. Ask Jameson. I'm just kidding. I did too. I think
I was dead last.
But did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, it actually made me like watch it more because I don't before playing baseball, it was like kind of hard to, I guess, find time with the kids and working out and all that stuff.
Of course, dude.
Watch football, but now it's like making me watch it more. So that's nice. And
Sundays are obviously known as Football Sunday, but it's also a big day for baseball too. Everybody's playing on Saturday and Sunday, so yeah, not the easiest to do, manage a lineup, but yeah. So overall, you had a good time doing it, and I'm glad, and we'll do it again next year. But I do want to ask, and Jameson's got a couple questions himself, but I've coached for 8 years, and it's been awesome. There's been some ups, some downs.
Do those kids respect you?
Those kids respect you. Oh man, it's a good ride. I want to know what it's like, dude, transitioning from being a player to a coach.
It's cool, man. It's different. It's weird having the kids call me coach. I try to tell some of them, hey, don't call me coach. Like, just call me Shane, just because it's weird.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's cool. It's cool giving back, because there's people there helping me, making sure I developed and seeing something in me and like devoted their time in me, took their time away from their day to put in me. So I kind of want to do the same and give back,
And the kids that want it, it's like magnetic energy, you want to help them because they want it so bad, right?
Exactly. Like you're right on. Like the kids, you can tell right away the kids who want to get better and are just out there because their parents are making them be active and whatnot,
Well, since you said it, I mean, what do you do about some of those kids out there that just don't want to be there and are there so for allowance or something? I don't know. What do you do?
I try to help them the best I can still, but I mean, some kids just don't listen as well as the other ones. So then I tell them a couple times and then that's it. I'm like, dude, if you guys don't want to get better, be out here. I'm not going to force you to, want to do it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, lazy.
At that point,
go ahead.
Yeah, at that point, you're already fighting a losing battle. If it's already hard enough as it is.
So you're not one of those hard ass coaches that making them do push-ups, maybe a little.
No, I'm not that. It's up to them, man. It's their career, Like end of the day, it's hard enough to make it. So if you don't want to do it, you have no chance.
I can see Shane out there. Sound off. One.
No, not even.
Come on, dude.
Hey, here's another scenario.
Out there, dude.
I can see you chilling.
I'm not my dad out there.
And you're probably a good one-on-one, dude. Like when some kid really wants to seek for help and whatnot, and you're probably really good with those, huh?
Yeah, I try to be. It's tough though. It's tough to be like patient, I guess, with them because I know like some things I'm telling them might seem simple to me because I've been doing it a while, but to them it's like difficult. So it's like I got to be like slow,
very patient. Yeah,
patient.
So here's another twist going back to the question about the what do you do with those kids that don't care or are lazy or immature, causing a ruckus? What if they're slowing the kids that want to get better down and like getting in the way and they're being a distraction? Do you get your ass in the middle of them and go, hey, bud, go in the corner or go run a lap? None of that?
No play. No, I'll pull the other kid aside and just let him like kind of talk to him a little bit. I guess the kid who knows what he's doing and all that stuff, I'll pull him aside and kind of talk to them about the situation just so they're conscious of it, I guess.
Gotcha.
Just so like not stay away, but just know like
you got a job and you got to get better.
You got to beat those kids' ass, dude.
And then those kids who are better already kind of understand that,
What do you think? How do you think I handle it?
What do you mean?
Oh, like because I'm a coach as well, and how do you think I handle it when there's a shit for brains kid who doesn't give a crap and doesn't want to be there and is slowing down my studs? What do you think I do?
I think you just probably tell them to go in the corner and throw the ball against the wall and field or something.
I've done something like that.
Z-Wop beats his kids.
I do not.
Z-Wop beats his kids.
Fool, but I for sure will just go, hey, Jimmy, get your ass away from him or something.
And what do you tell him to watch? I was an all conference high school fucking player.
All the way down there. Yeah, no.
Right.
No. None of that. I just hold these kids accountable and I want them to get better. And when they're dicking around, I freaking let them know. And when they're not doing shit the right way, I let them know. And I just remind them that, yes, we are here to play a game, but it is also a game that we want to make something of. So that's my big thing.
Exactly. Yeah. Don't waste my time out here because I'm taking my time with my family, so.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, Shane, I got a question for you. All right, so there's a lot of high school players that were once, or that you were once in their shoes. You had to make a decision between college or going straight to the draft to the pros. What kind of knowledge would you give them to make that decision to go either to college or to the pros? Mm-hmm. And a second part to the question, looking back, do you think you made the right choice?
Wow. Shit, this is a great question. I think first and foremost, you sit down with your parents and talk to them, because they're the ones that have your best interests at heart, Mm-hmm. Sit down with your family at first and think about it, think about what you're risking if you're going to college, leaving that money on the table. And also think about if you're going the draft way, because you can get injured very easily because it's throwing every single day. It's workouts every single day. You have one day you're off a week for spring training. It's Sunday. And a lot of times not even that. So I would say if you are going to go to the draft, make sure the team gives you college paid for in the contract as well. So if you get hurt, you can go back and get your schooling done.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that makes sense.
But first, I would think most importantly, talk to your parents and sit down with your family and discuss with them, because they're the ones who've seen you every day and been taking you to practices and all that good stuff,
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, think about, how much money you're going to be leaving there. Because, I knew I had like a level, like a mark where if it was above this, I was going to take it. If it wasn't, I was just going to go to USC. So, okay. Either way, if you don't go draft, it's not a bad thing. If you're going to college, you're getting college paid for, you still have a chance to get bigger, stronger, smarter in those 3 years. So
what about you? What do you looking back on it? Do you like the decision you made, or do you think you want to go to college?
Yeah, I do. I think it was a good idea because I had I made sure the Phillies added in my college so I can go back, and I am now. I'm taking classes. I'm like, I think 2 years into it, a year and a half into it, somewhere around there. Yeah, so it worked. It worked out great, but to me, I just couldn't leave that signing bonus there.
No, absolutely. Dude, if I was in your shoes, I'm taking the money. That's just the way it just sounds, right? It is some people.
But it was, yeah.
You have to. I feel right away.
I was gonna say, I look back on my own situation. I think, I think I would have done some things different because I took that Utah scholarship because it was guaranteed in the moment. But looking back, maybe I would have took a year, played out of JUCO just to see what offers I would have gotten, actually go travel, take visits, and seeing what these teams have to offer me instead of what I had to offer them at that situation, at that point in time.
That's true, but I guess it's always easy to say that after the fact.
Oh, exactly, yeah.
Done this or whatever. The same thing with me. I could think I should have done this or that, but at the end of the day, I was not lucky, I'd say, but blessed that I had a good agent and my parents were, had their heads, screwed on, I guess. So
good head on their shoulders. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, to where they had my interest at heart. So, I have stories of some of my Latin teammates, their dads, their families, taking some of their money when they get drafted. So, I guess I'm blessed with that. And then also blessed that the Phillies, I was able to get that college paid for to where after I stopped playing, I can, go back. So I guess that's the main thing. If a team wants you to pay you over $500,000 or $1 million, they for sure will pay for college for you.
Absolutely. Good. That's a good answer, my man. I got a question. So how nasty was Josh of a pitcher at Lakewood?
No, don't do this BS. Don't do it.
Josh Green.
Jay Grizzy.
Was our producer
Grizzy.
shoving heat or what?
He's a crafty lefty.
70
man.
poo.
Yeah, he knew how to pitch.
He's a crafty lefty. He hit his spots, huh?
Crafty lefty. They knew how to pitch. Yeah, he knew what he's doing out there. He really did.
Crafty.
All of our guys, all our pitchers knew what they were doing with the ball. You know.
But right now we're talking about Josh, and you're saying he was a crafty lefty, and like arts and crafts, like because he's painting the edges because he was so spot on with hitting his spots, right?
Yeah, crafty as in like good curveballs. Not going to overpower somebody, but knows how to pitch. Knows what he's doing with the ball, has an idea.
I'll be real. Right before we called you, he was venting to us a little bit how he was upset about not being the ace on your guys' team.
Oh God. Shane, I can't hear you, bro. I can't hear you, but this is all BS. It's coming out of these guys' mouths. I hope you take what they're saying with a grain of salt.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing, dude.
All right, Shane. So I got the pleasure of watching you pitch one time my freshman year when I was at Lakewood. And, my experience, you guys.
Year, I was young.
Oh, yeah. You were a sophomore. I believe you guys were playing Edison in the playoffs.
Right after them Cobra days.
No, we were juniors when we played Edison.
So who was it? You were playing someone in the playoffs.
Edison, Henry Owens and Shane. Henry Owens for Edison and Shane was
that's
thrown.
right. Henry.
Okay, all I'm saying, no.
I was a junior. You're right. I was a junior.
So all I'm saying is I watched you pitch, and you were continuously cussing out their dugout. And it was the most awesome thing. Now, was that a one-time deal, or was this your everyday mentality?
Football, and I'm already kind of a hot-headed competitor, So that's I was just, I calmed that down a lot when I went to pro ball.
I just didn't know if I got lucky and I just saw just a rare day, or if this was a Shane on everyday occasion pitching on the mound.
Oh, dang! You should get someone else that played on that team on the podcast to give their opinion. But I would say
I wasn't on that team with
you.
More
times than not.
I can answer for that though. Shane always had that fire and whatnot, but you absolutely did witness a special rare day. 100%. That was a legendary day. So was the what was that team? The Cal Poly Riverside or the Poly Riverside or whatever game?
JW North.
I think that was the game I watched. It was the Poly Riverside game. It had to be that. It was your sophomore year. Dude,
where our good buddy, rest in peace, Tyler Leadhold, he had the walk off.
Yes, that was the game. That was the game.
Yeah.
I know, man. Ooh, I'm getting the chills right now.
You pitched both of those games, dude.
That was the greatest thing I've ever watched.
Here you go. And speaking of this game, Shane, before you played baseball and football at the same time growing up, and then you played in high school as well. A bunch of the kids on the football team, getting ready for the summer workouts.
My homies.
They came out and watched, dude. Yeah. Jaron and all that leading the way.
The whole team there was, we all watched it.
We beat them, and they freaking ran on the field with us and started celebrating.
That's right. That was so funny, dude. They didn't know what they were doing. They were like, yeah, fuck it, we're turning. Let's get it. So, Shane, you were pretty solid, dude, at football, right?
Played safety, huh, bud?
Yeah, I don't know if I was solid, but I had tools for sure. I was tall, athletic, and I was decently fast. Just seeing me out there and like running, like not like you expect me to run. I think a couple colleges took interest in it.
Bro, you just didn't give a fuck about your body. You rearranged a kid's guts one time.
Yeah, dude. Like you said, you had the tools, dude. You got a pretty good body type, and you're strong and fast for how big you are. So, safety was a good position for you. I do gotta ask though, bro. Laying out that kid in the Bosco game. I don't remember the kid's name, but I remember you checked up with him the next day and you effed him up pretty bad. But let me tell you, from the stand, epic. Shane points up at we were like, oh, yes, dude.
At the whole baseball group chilling in the stage.
Yep. You pointed right up there at us, and turns out that kid did have some pretty. He had an injury, right?
Yeah, he had some, I guess, internal bleeding. So it was I think it was a go route, and I was in. I don't know if they were too high or what we were, but I think it was Jalil Wadu was a strong safety. He was on the other side, and it was a go route, and I think I was a little late on jumping the route, so I wasn't able to get in front to pick it off, but I was a little bit behind, so I just had to hit him and try to dislodge the ball. And ended up hitting him fairly hard. And I guess it was a Friday night, so the weekend he went to a friend's house or a get together, and his stomach started swelling up. He started like
oh no,
showing up blood and stuff like that. So I was freaked out. It's like kind of serious. So I went and checked on him Monday, and he was all right, and luckily, so no, that
really,
was
it's kind, man.
It's very
it's a very respectable thing to do.
Yeah, Shane, I just got one more question for you. So, did you feel like you were born to play baseball because you were born with a bat attached to you?
You said a bat attached to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, attached to my hand for sure. Swinging that thing, you know what I'm saying?
This guy,
you gotta do what you gotta do, brother.
No. I think I was always just naturally better at baseball, and football something I did because I was kind of, a little crazier, I guess. Wanted to hit people, so I think that's why that's where football came on.
Yeah, you're a lunatic.
And Shane, I got another question, dude. It's about your family and little Tristan. And how's he doing with sports and whatnot? I know he's a smart cookie, but how's he doing with the athletics?
He's doing well. He's doing good. He's real fast. I think he's faster than I was back in the day. So,
shit.
Yeah, I think he's over at Cyprus now. His dad just moved back into town, so I think he set him up over at Cyprus. They're trying to get him at Los Al, but
so your brother's back in town.
Cyprus. Yeah, well, he actually just left again to Wisconsin for like a couple months. He's doing respiratory therapy, so he's doing a traveling assignment.
Gotcha.
Okay,
gotcha. That's right. We were talking about that last time.
He's out in a little cabin in Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, the girls are solid. My Luna and Zyla. Luna's 5 years old now, and Zyla is 2 years old. They're getting big. Dang, man, it's crazy. Time really does fly. She's about to be 6 here in October.
Yeah.
Doing gymnastics and all that good stuff.
That's
so. Yeah, you got your hands full, dude. You got a lot going on right now, and you're trying to pursue your career, like you said, and you're a father of 2, and working on your marriage also, and coaching these kids. And my God, you really do got a full plate.
Life is great, man. Life is great. I'm really blessed.
Hey, hey, you know what? You just said that word right now, and I was just gonna say earlier. You said I'm not lucky. I would say more blessed, but that's true, dude. It is a blessing to be in the setting that you're at, and blessings to you, bro. Wish you the best, and we stay in touch often, so I'll be talking to you soon. And
yeah, for sure.
Shane, thank you.
Thanks for having me on, though.
Thank you so much for making an appearance, and we will absolutely have you call in again soon, and we'll talk to you. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, brother.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
All right, brother. Have a good one.
Later,
have a good one.
All right, dude. Hey, that was a great conversation, dude.
Yeah, I was so glad that he finally got in here to call.
You were shocked with that question, huh? That last question I asked?
Oh, yeah, that was awesome.
That was a good one.
Oh, I love insiders.
I came up with that when I was here. I thought in my head, I was like, I got to ask this question.
I was almost going to bring some potty talk into it. I was going to be like, dude, you got a lot of shit on your plates, and now you're bringing up your daughters. How about those shits? Because I was going to say, I got a fear of being a father, because I know I'll get used to it one day. But
what are you so concerned about being a father?
No, not with any of that stuff. Just like,
but like what?
I think it's more like a big life milestone, and it's a big significance. And
no, I'm ready for all that. I'm just talking. I was talking. No, not ready, but like, you know what I meant. I'm more talking about like the dirty shits and the throw up and all that crap.
Oh, you can't be scared of that.
I'm not scared of it, but like, man, it's just right now. It just, I don't know.
You do it all every day. Anyway.
How many kids do you want?
With myself.
Like, what's an ideal number of kids for you that you want?
Like 3 most.
I'm thinking maybe like 4 or 5.
Really? Dude, you better fucking get going, dude.
Oh, dude, you know what my plan is? Dude,
okay, let's hear it.
No, I think shit's going to hit the fan, and I'm starting a little fucking army. The Field family is going to be able to defend themselves. I'm going to have a little fucking cult, okay? You with your 3, I'm going to be able to outnumber you 5. I'm taking over your house right away.
Yeah, the field's going to defend the field.
Right there.
You know what? You got an advantage. Your house is kind of like up a little bit. You have an army. You guys can.
Any of you guys done Ancestry or like 23?
I've gotten back to
Ancestry.
No, but I have a buddy and I know a pretty gnarly story about it. We could. No, we're not going to get into it over here on the podcast.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
We're not going to get into it on the podcast because I just said, but we could once we get off. It's just.
I got back to about.
It's real, bro. It is real.
What do you mean?
I got back to the year 1220.
There's no
wow.
Yeah.
1220.
Yeah, with the Baldwin family, my mom's dad's side of the family.
1220, huh? I mean, I don't know how far back I think mine went 18 something. But I mean, like, I just, you go on there and like, okay, your diversity is always changing, but it's pretty crazy to see like there's a first cousin that I've just never met. That's just out.
You know what's funny about that? I ordered that kit, that where you you swab your inside of your cheek and you send it to him. I ordered one sitting on my desk.
You know what's funny about that though?
What?
I thought for the longest time they wanted a stool sample, and they have that little vial. And I'm sitting there going, how the fuck am I going to get my shit in this little vial? And I'm just like, and I just saw a 60-minute, how they're talking about how if you do these DNA tests, that they're taking your DNA and they're plotting you in crime. So you're going to be put away for murder because your DNA is.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, oh,
I've heard of some of those conspiracy.
It took me a year to finally do it. First, because of the stool sample. Second, for the 60-minute. Then third.
You did it.
And then I did it, and I just,
Yeah.
Irish. I'm Irish, boys. I'm white
there
as
you
hell.
Go.
My man. Fellas, it was a really great time today. It was a good bounce back episode. I'm super stoked to get back in here. We didn't get to everything we wanted to talk to. Obviously, we did have some technical difficulties, but got to get that rust off, huh? Fellas,
back, baby. Hey, here we go. Hey, ba-da. All right. What a great episode, huh?
It was a great time. Got a lot of football to watch. Got some Sunday league to play. We'll catch up with you guys next week. Thank you for stopping by. We'll pick it up next week, huh?
Just know we record the day that Klay Thompson returns back to the Golden State Warriors before he reclaims his title going back, and he's going to win another NBA title with the Golden State Warriors.
Throw money on it if you're about it then.
I'm about it. I already did throw money on it.
What?
Mortgage.
Your mortgage.
We got to go watch the Packers with Josh right now, everybody. We'll see you next week. Take it easy.
Money in my pocket, but some truth to spend. If society hasn't left us just some years behind, and broken bottles in the ashes in the air you'll find. They have these questions that are stuck in their